Hey guys, what's going on? Just doing a quick video on Jeff Bishop's Bullseye trade of the week. So it was another good one. Jeff made $30,000 on this trade, which is phenomenal. Within the same day, it was basically a day trade. Usually they're swing trades. If you want to learn more, you can read my full Jeff Bishop Bullseye trades review right here. I'll leave a link in the description. You can go down and there's a track record that I've kept for years now. Kind of fallen behind recently. There's also an interview with Jeff Bishop here as well. It's worth watching to learn more about the service. And you can also purchase the service via any of the links on the page that go to that as well. So definitely check that out. Before I get started, I wanted to talk a little bit about Nate Bear's service. So Nate Bear is a guy who turned $37,000 into $2.7 million, trading the squeeze, basically, the TTM squeeze, on multiple time frames. And he offers an amazing once-a-week trade alert service for $179 a year. This is basically one of the best services I've ever found, and if you position yourself correctly, you'll do really well with this, in my opinion. I know I have. It's one ticker, one trade every week. That's the core position, but he does do bonus trades on top of that, so it actually works out to be more like 2 or 3 trades a week, and they're really good. Quarter one, he barely made any losses. I think every core trade was a winner. Maybe some of the bonus trades didn't go so well, but the core trades that he alerts were all winners. So it's a fantastic deal, and it's something that if you're interested in learning a new strategy, this is something that I really recommend, because Nate Bear basically is really good at telling you how he's doing things on his live streams that happen around lunchtime every Monday. So definitely check that out. It'll be in the description below. I think probably the second link that I put in there. And this is where you can buy it and learn more about it for all the different stuff you need to know before purchasing. One of the coolest things is they have a 365-day money back guarantee, so no questions asked. Basically, you can just get your money back anywhere within the first year. And I know plenty of people that have decided that they'd rather put their money somewhere else, not because the alerts aren't good, but because they just want to try something else, and they'll just ask for the money back, and they got it back, no problem at all. So definitely check that out. It's probably better than Bullseye Trade in my opinion. Um, it's hard to define better, right? Like, we'll see. So this week's Cava calls were the Bullseye pick. You can see it. This is the email we got. Cava calls, Bullseye pick of the week. CAVA. And so looking down here, as usual, he gives the exact buy, sell, everything like that you need. So here's the trade plan. Usually we don't actually hit the targets though, so in this case the contract was just the July 1995 calls near 380, and if the stop, it would be below 89 if it closed below that $89, with a target of $100. But usually you don't actually have a chance to hit that first target. It gets kind of close within a few dollars, and then it's like, okay, we're up like 50 to 100%, take the profits. And that's what happened this week as well, and it happened on the Monday. So we had a holiday this week as well, so it hasn't done so well since, but the first day was just phenomenal. And I'll show you a screenshot from Jeff's brokerage account showing his $30,000 profits, which is pretty cool. So not a whole lot to say about this. He basically just said, with the all-time high for Cava hitting around 97 a couple of weeks ago, I think a break above that level again could propel the stock to 100. It never actually did that. So if we look at the chart right here, this is Monday, July 1st. So this is when the trade came out. This is the open. And so Jeff waited for a pullback, and he got in a little bit lower. But half an hour later, around 9, he got in around here, and then this thing just kept going all the way up to 95, and he sold in this area up here, and he sold the calls obviously, and so he got 50% within just a couple of hours on this trade. So that was pretty phenomenal, and he wrote about it in his recent email, which is this one, and he gives a bit more information about Cava and why he liked it and things like that. So he talked about it here. He did give it to Bullseye Unlimited at the start of the year, so I've been playing this on and off for a while. But for the main Bullseye trades, it was really just this week. Let's get rid of this. So people were excited to see it. They were like, Jeff nails it again, Cava rocking up, LFG Cava. And he said, well, the day isn't over for me yet. This was posted the other day. It looks like I'd personally bank around $30,000 in a single day, and you can see his brokerage. So he was going pretty heavy on these. Like, that's quite heavy for him. So he said, I evaluated all the choices, I did my homework, I studied the market, and so I made my move, and he went in pretty heavy. And it's worth pointing out that Bullseye Trades has over 12,000 members, so it's a really popular service, partly because it's low priced, but also because it works for long periods of time, especially in these bull markets. Like, it really works well. And so I missed it, of course, but some people got a good chunk of the profits here. So hopefully you're one of them. If you are, let me know in the comments below. I'll be curious to see how many people are still trading this service. Bullseye Trades. So since then, Kava hasn't done a whole lot. If we set it to 5 days, you can see we're still up round about where Jeff sold. We did make new highs on Wednesday, so he would have done a little bit better holding it. But apart from that, he did a pretty good job on this one. So I'm excited to see that Bullseye Trades really has been working the last few months. And I think a lot of people will be kind of bitter because they switched off and just thought that there was a losing streak. So like, it's nonsense, I'm not doing this. But you should stick with things, because if there's a positive expectancy on a trade or a strategy system, then you can really make money from it in the long run, even if there's periods of a drawdown, which a lot of people really make the mistake of, just like giving up on a service before you can get to that profit, actual profit. So hopefully you're one of the people that stuck with this service, because it's really been on fire these last few weeks. Anyway, hope you have a good weekend, and I'll talk to you soon.